1, 2, 3. Her daddy doesn't like me, and I can tell. I'm gonna love her all the time. He wishes I was living in a deep dark well. I'm gonna love her all the time. I'm gonna love her all the time, oh Lord. I'm gonna love her all the time. Gonna preach her name aloud till the bells ring out. I'm gonna love her all the time. Well, my mama doesn't like her, but she can't explain. I'm gonna love her all the time. Well, mama's gonna cry, but she's crying in vain. I'm gonna love her all the time. I'm gonna love her all the time, oh Lord. I'm gonna love her all the time. Gonna preach her name aloud till the bells ring out. I'm gonna love her all the time. Lord knows love ain't perfect, this we can't deny. I'm gonna love her all the time. Our peace we will find in the by and by. Oh, I'm gonna love her all the time. I'm gonna love her all the time, oh Lord. I'm gonna love her all the time. Gonna preach her name aloud till the bells ring out. I'm gonna love her all the time. I'm gonna love her all the time. I'm gonna love her all the time. Well, hello. We're Montgomery Church, and we are tuning in from the Snowy Mountains of New South Wales in Australia, and we are thrilled to be here with you. We're going to play a few songs, a few old ones, a couple of new songs, and this next one is actually a pretty new song that we've just recently recorded for our next album, and it's called Out in the Field, and it features this beautiful 1930s Gibson guitar that seems to just kind of lend itself to this kind of song. Sorry, squished my hat. Good? Yeah. Alrighty. I held the torch, drawn to the flame. You made the mold. I melted away. Left in the dark, burned burnt out from the thrill. Only light left to find. Way out in the field. Another rose soul in the silent divide, where the colors all run, in the quiet can't hide. My back knows the strain, hard work for no yield. At least I don't hear your name. Way out in the field. These roots, they run deep. The ties, they do bind. Maybe one day you'll know. Understanding takes time. The winds at my tail, the weights of my heels, my heart's laid to rest. Way out in the field. Days drop like the rain. They roll like the wind. At least I don't hear your name. Way out in the field. At least I don't hear your name. Way out in the field. Alrighty. Well, while we've got a minute, we just want to say a huge thank you to Amy Laidlaw from I Hear Django for having us on this fabulous little showcase. And big thank you also to Folk Alliance International for putting on this amazing online conference, Folk Unlocked, and giving us all a space to play for you when we can't all be together. It's really special, so thank you so very much. This next song is another new one that we've just also recorded, and this is a song called Flowers on My Doorstep. Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Holy Ghost. Swear to you, you're the one that I love the most. But them wandering eyes are a telling sign of a promise long forgot. Still place a kiss upon my head and cry, forget me not. Flowers on my doorstep with a note from you to me. Another dozen roses to set your conscience free. A pile of dried up blooms is all that I can see. Flowers on my doorstep with a note from you to me. You said we'd be together till I die and dead. I was broken, I was blinded by the endless bend and sway. Then you'd come along telling tales of regret. If I took a dime for every time, you'd never clear the day. Flowers on my doorstep with a note from you to me. Another dozen roses to set your conscience free. A pile of dried up blooms is all that I can see. Flowers on my doorstep with a note from you to me. Coffee's sometimes cold. Putting on my Sunday best and ironing out the folds. Gonna head out on the town, dance until the sky falls down. When your demons come a-calling, sit down at the pew. Whisper low your problems there between he and you. Cry, Father, oh Father, Lord, what have I done? I wasted all my wishes and I lost my one true one. Oh, flowers on my doorstep with a note from you to me. Another dozen roses to set your conscience free. Pile of dried up blooms is all that I can see. Flowers on my doorstep with a note from you to me. Flowers on my doorstep with a note from you to me. Woo. Go for it. Yeah. I'll just fix up my
We're going to play a quick instrumental for you now. For any bluegrass fans, this is one that we wrote and put on the last album that we recorded. And this one's called Middling Bank Road. One, two, three.
that, we're just going to leave you with one more song. And this is another of our new ones. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in. If you'd like to look us up, we're Montgomery Church. We're on all the socials, and you can Google us, Montgomery Church. We're there. And this song's called Louise. Lonesome and loving, well, that's my friend. What she finds, she holds on to till the bitter end. Eyes always wondering, hair's half-tied. She never fit the mold, did she even try? So don't ask me how Louise is, 'cause Louise is doing fine. She's wrapped herself up tight against the wind. Oh, what's his name that she's with? Can't say I didn't try. So don't ask me how Louise is, 'cause Louise is doing fine. Hard times always find her landing at her feet. In between, she's only kicking stones down a one-way street. Front doors always open, floors are wearing thin. From a string of cowboys and dreamers, the wind keeps blowing in. So don't ask me how Louise is, 'cause Louise is doing fine. She's wrapped herself up tight against the wind. Oh, what's his name that she's with? Can't say I didn't try. So don't ask me how Louise is, 'cause Louise is doing fine. Maybe tomorrow, maybe someday down the track, she'll be riding high when a good one doubles back. So don't ask me how Louise is, 'cause Louise is doing fine. She's wrapped herself up tight against the wind. Oh, what's his name that she's with? Can't say I didn't try. So don't ask me how Louise is, 'cause Louise is doing fine. Oh, don't ask me how Louise is, 'cause Louise is doing fine.
G'day there. My name is Claire Ann Taylor, and I'm singing to you from the little sweet island of Tasmania. Thanks for listening. looking up at the stars with your pockets full of dreams. Holding your hand over your heart to stop it bursting at the seams. And they say she's gonna be full and shining bright tonight. I've never seen you look so beautiful, soaking in the moonshine. Honey, the moon ain't got nothing on you. Honey, the moon ain't got nothing on you. Wind howling through the blackwood trees, and your hands keep me warm. Talking over cups of tea, will you soothe my storm? And honey, the moon ain't got nothing on you. Honey, the moon ain't got nothing on you. Ooh. lifts and bars over the years. Guess that's just what you get for working here. Blood knuckle scuffles and all them bros. Oh mate, I've seen it all. But I tell you, in all my days, never seen a woman fight quite that way. She gave him one hell of a flogging, made a bloody mess of his noggin. If only Jim knew what was good for him, he would have quit when she started swinging. But he crawled to his feet, spitting blood on the floor, and she said, look who wants a little more. Well, he flung one at her and she dodged it with ease. Then with a mighty thump, she sent him to his knees. No, that commotion, nobody saw. Her pocket, his keys, and head for the door. Well, I've heard whispers from distant towns. Some folks say they've seen her driving around in his jet black holding DJ. I can still hear her saying, pick your bones up off the floor. We're gonna dance like you ain't ever danced before. Pick your bones up off the floor. We're gonna dance like you ain't ever danced before. Hey, 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 So I have a really beautiful mother, as a lot of us are lucky to have, and she means the world to me, and I guess that's why I wrote this song. It's a little bit of a tribute to her and to our friendship, and it's called My Mother the Mountain. She's not a behemoth of a woman, she's just, she's got the strength of a mountain more than the size of one. When I found her, I was lying in a field of forget-me-nots. Beneath the sky of apple trees, I watched her chest rise and fall with every breath of breeze. She told me her mother loved her laughter. She only had time for honesty. I said, you know, there's a lot of her in you, and there always will be. Let the wind carry her voice to you while she sings. Oh, she sings, singing when I die. I'll live on in your smile. Oh, for years after I'll be right there in your laughter. The sky was crying when she found me. In the rain, watching rivers run away. I said I'm not strong enough to lose you, and you're getting weaker every day. My mother is a mountain, and I need her like the air I breathe. If there's a bit of her in me, oh, I will rest easy. Let the wind carry her voice to you while she sings. Oh, and she sings, singing when I die. I'll live on in your smile. Oh, for years after, I'll be right there in your laughter. Oh, she's singing when I die. I'll live on in your smile. Oh, for years after, I'll be right there in your laughter.
Hello everybody, I'm Jenny Mitchell and I'm very thrilled to be playing for you in this first time showcase this evening or this morning or whatever time it is, wherever you are. I'm very grateful for the opportunity to connect with you digitally like this, and I'm coming to you from southern New Zealand. I live in a little city in the South Island called Dunedin, and I really love writing and playing songs that are stories about my life and my world, but also people around me and people that are important to me. And this is one of those songs. It's written from my granddad's perspective, and him and my nana came to New Zealand in 1957, like a lot of people did. And I sort of grew up with the story of their journey here and all that they had left behind. But it wasn't till I ended up going back there a couple of years ago and meeting my beautiful family and their family, and realising that they had left some pretty nice people and some pretty special places behind too. So I wrote this song all about that, and it's called Ends of the Earth. Born in the far west, and I bet my last dollar that's where they make them best. Met in 19, the best thing my young eyes had ever seen. Oh, and that red dress, born in the far west, asked her to dance one cold winter's night. Think I knew that I loved her when she smiled and rolled her eyes. Saw a boat docked one morning, bound for a land far away. Asked if she would go with me. I didn't know what she'd say, but she didn't even flinch. She took my hand in hers and said, I'll be packed by the morning, my love. Let's go find the ends of the earth. I am my father's son, no doubt about that. He didn't think we should go, 'cause he swore the world was flat. Missing home makes you lonely. I swear I nearly lost my mind, and I prayed for forgiveness for leaving my mama behind. But I had my love, I knew we'd make it through somehow. With 2 baby girls and a bank loan, there was no turning back now. So we made our home in the deep south, and as long as I live, I will never forget the words that came out of her mouth. She didn't even flinch. She took my hand in hers and said, I'll be packed by the morning, my love. Let's go find the ends of the earth. Let's go find the ends of the earth. let's go find the ends of the earth. So my grandparents were pretty wonderful people and had a big impact on me, especially in my earlier years. I watched Granddad lose Nana when I was pretty young, and I'd never seen somebody so heartbroken or sad before. And I thought a lot about it, and then wrote this song a few years later, which became the title track of my first record, The Old Oak. So this is really about how it feels to lose somebody that is your person, and it's called The Old Oak. The old oak stood alone, about half a mile from our family home. And no matter how the wind blew, they stood tall and they stood true. She was always his right arm, through the storm and through the calm. And no matter how the wind blew, they stood tall and they stood true. Never one without two, never me without you. You are the ground from which I will grow my vines, and I will hold you till the end of time. Grew old as the years passed, but their love, how it did last. And as she walked through the gates, he felt his heart break. Never one without two, never me without you. You are the ground from which I will grow my vines, and I will hold you till the end of time. The old oak stood alone. So a few years after The Old Oak, I went back into studio in Sydney, Australia, and recorded an album that's taken me on lots of adventures, and this is the title track of that record. It's called Wildfires. Your lies fall like honey, half of a silver spoon. Oh, and I bet all my money I'll be running back to you. It don't matter if my mama prays from rise until set. It don't matter what nobody says, I ain't done with you yet. And I know you're no good for me. Oh, but wildfires burn so easily. Yes, I know you're no good for me. Oh, but wildfires, they burn so easily. tears I cried have slowly turned my aching heart cold. You're the prize and the poison on this long, long road. I can't give you up, can't let you go. No matter what you do, you can cut me down, rip this heart right out, but I'm hypnotized by you. And I know you're no good for me. Oh, but wildfires burn so easily. Light it up and let it burn. Pray that I'll live through the hurt. Light it up and let it burn. Pray that I'll live through the hurt. And I know you're no good for me. Oh, but wildfires burn so easily. Yes, I know you're no good for me. Oh, but wildfires burn so easily. I know you're no good for me. Oh, but wildfires burn so easily. I'm a puppet in the middle of the room. The strings are attached to you. There ain't nothing about it we can do, 'cause I'm a puppet in the middle of the room. I'm stuck inside of this box. The lid's too hard to get off. I wish I could say that I'm not, but I'm stuck inside of this box. I watch as life passes me by, watch your love that used to be mine, and I wonder what it's like to be free. Yes, I wonder, would you be you and I be me? I'm a fish inside a bowl. They say there's nowhere I need to go, so I keep on swimming to and fro, just a fish inside a bowl. I'm trapped on a merry-go-round, my feet how they miss the ground. Life's a blurry view of this town, and I'm trapped on a merry-go-round. Yes, I'm trapped on a merry-go-round. I watch as life passes me by, watch your love that used to be mine, and I wonder what it's like to be free. Yes, I wonder, would you be you and I be me? I'm a puppet in the middle of the room. The strings are attached to you. Say the word, I'll make the move. 'Cause I'm a puppet in the middle of the room. Just a puppet in the middle of the room. I'm a puppet in the middle of the room. Well, thank you so much for tuning in to my showcase today. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you'd like to connect with me, I'm on Instagram and Facebook, and if you'd like to listen to some more music, you can do that on any streaming platforms or access anything and everything about me from jennymitchell.co.nz. And I'm actually going to leave you with a snippet of a project I recorded last year. This is a live visual EP called the Grainstall Sessions, and I recorded it just up the road from here in a gallery called the Grainstall Gallery. And it's a beautiful, beautiful music venue that I'm always very inspired by when I'm in there playing music. And so in a taller, sported world, my sisters and I decided to record some music there, and it was lots of fun. So I'm very proud of that project and very excited to share it with you. Thanks again for listening, and I love the artists that are playing after me today, and I love the ones that played before, so make sure you stick around and check them out as well. I'm Jenny Mitchell, playing to you from Southern New Zealand this evening, and hope to see you somewhere along the way soon.
I was born one of three, 2 baby sisters and me. They're so alike, so unique. I was born one of 3. I've always been taught to dream, just enough to make my heart crazy. But I stand on this ground firmly with 2 feet, thanks to the good souls that surround me. Sometimes the prettiest hearts are concrete, and they'll hurt your soul a lot. Sometimes smokers die young, sometimes they do not. You can feel so lost and know exactly where you are, and that's what I've learned so far. I loved a liar 2 years too long, but my heart through hell wrote a few good songs. You gotta choose the wrong roads so you can find the right, and that's what helps me sleep at night. Sometimes the prettiest hearts are concrete, and they'll hurt your soul a lot. Sometimes smokers die young, and sometimes they do not. You can feel so lost and know exactly where you are, and that's what I've learned so far. My mother likes to keep a clean house, and my dad couldn't care less if it was inside out. And their love isn't flawless by any means, but it's one of the best I've ever seen. They told me life doesn't work out how you wish. Sometimes you never think the last is the last kiss, and no one really knows who they are. And that's what I learned so far. Sometimes the prettiest hearts are concrete, and they'll hurt your soul a lot. Sometimes smokers die young, and sometimes they do not. You can feel so lost and know exactly where you are. You can feel so lost and know exactly where you are, and That's what I've learned so far.
I've been waiting for you like a moment of truth. Now you made it, and I'm nervous with words I wanna sing for you. You came here for something, and so did I. For a way to unplug and to free ourselves from these troubling times. So switch off the TV, put down the phone, come and dance with me, babe. Hold me close while I sing you a song, 'cause the night is still young, and we are where we belong. I wanna be honest with you, and you want something real. So in this beautiful room, maybe together we can make a deal. If you open your heart and I open mine, who knows where it goes? We could turn these waters into wine. I'm so glad to be here, so happy to feel this way. Wanna sing to the sky just for being alive another day. Thank you for being here, for being here with me. Thank you for coming out. Hey there, my name's Khristian Mizzi, and I want to say huge thanks for watching and for letting me share this. This is brand new to me, this experience of doing the Folk Alliance, and so yeah, thanks for tuning in. Another song. I grew up in country Victoria, and this song's come from there. Dan and I in high school, we used to hang outside the bars and watch young girls dance to old guy bands, sing songs and play guitars. We would bounce around our little town like some private Mardi Gras and terrorize the locals, smoking weed and chasing cars. Some nights we'd gather round a fire, I'd sing low and Dan sang high, and we'd all scream out drunken anthems to the stars. Just looking for that good feeling, that fire in the heart, give me that good feeling. was always trouble of some kind. Still in his words so soft and tender, I just never heard the signs, as he thanked me for the transferred cash and vanished from the line. And they found him lying still over his poetry and pills. The neighbors say they heard him singing all night, just looking for that good feeling, that fire in the heart. Give me that good, good feeling. There's a place I go just to walk over the rise, where the silver sunbirds fly as one beneath the auburn skies. And I can feel a million years before me if I stop and close my eyes. Nature hums an ancient song I try to harmonize, till I am numb under the burden of knowing this old world keeps turning. So I just stand there as another day dies, still looking for that good feeling, that fire in the heart. Give me that good, good feeling, that good feeling, that candle in the dark. Give me that good, good feeling. Thanks folks, if you're still watching, thanks very much. I want to also say a huge thank you to Amy Layla and Nigel Wern of I Hear Django for the very, very kind invitation to be part of their showcase. Wonderful artists and very, very generous, good people. And it does take a hell of a lot to organise stuff like this, so yeah, I'm very grateful to be involved. Farmer waits and worries as the milk it turns, it sours, but his good wife sees a future with no dairy and no grains. She sets her mind to busying, attending to the flowers. Still the farmer, he is scared that his sweet wife has gone insane. Meanwhile in the cities, men are gathering in towers just to calculate the margins and to prophesize the gain. If this generation's turn to meditation and cold showers, you can bet they'll find a way to tax the air and sell the rain. Oh, does anybody know just where it is? Oh, forsaken things we traded in for progress sing like ghosts inside my mind. Where the future seems so far away, still eons in the making, and the open road unraveled, leaving lesser dreams behind. Where the rivers ran with life and mountains guarded jewels untaken, and the trees were tall and plenty, and the sky was vast and wide. But for all the good intentions and all the careful measures taken, serve as dark reminders of the blinding truth of humankind. Oh, does anybody know just where it ends? Oh, can anyone recall where it began? You never mind the tide until it's crashing along the shore. You never mind the wind until it's howling around your door. Get born and walk and smile and talk and be a child and go to school and get good grades and learn the rules and play the game and smell the rules. Is find a job, you better gather all you got. Find someone to love you, make a child, then turn the wheel again. Get born, learn to walk and smile and talk and be a child and go to school and get good grades and learn the rules and play the game. Smell the roses, find a job, you better gather all you got. Find someone to love you, make a child, then turn the wheel again. Oh, does anybody know just where it is? Oh, you never know what's coming around the bend. Thanks everyone. I got one more to play for you, and this one's it's kind of a newish song, written in lockdown. Victorians were locked down for a good 8 months last year, well, on and off. So there was plenty of time to sort of sit and think about stuff. And anyway, this is one of the songs that came out of that little thing. But thanks very much for having me. My name's Khristian Mizzi, and I hope we meet again someday in the real life, in the real world. When they hit the lights and blow out all the candles, well, they'd be smiling as they're filing out the door. Will I rest under an eerie air of silence, or to the sweet sounds of a round of applause? Will they speak my name to say good things about me, or will they say they never liked me much at all? And will the party just move on ahead without me? When the curtains fall, when the curtains fall. Will I find my place around that ancient table? Will they greet me like a friend into the fold? Will I walk in dreams upon a land of plenty? Will I find sanctuary from the cold? Will my mother's gentle whispers come to find me if I cry? Will my father lay his hand upon my shoulder with pride? Will close my eyes, I know you still can hear me. And though I know it's time, will I still not wanna go? And will you know my song? I know I sang sincerely. When the curtains fall, when the curtains fall, when the curtains fall, when the curtains fall.
Pays to know the difference between beige and gold. Opposites always seem to hold on to each other with nowhere to go. Cling like a lover to unreal hope. Change it all for any chance that you have to roll. Wanderlust in you takes control. Blame it on that string of events. You had it in your head that it should make sense. Oh, what a pity, oh, so empty. All of the answers you've been given. Oh, what a pity, oh, you're feeling. Oh, it strikes me as strange how memories can get so rearranged, depending on how the question's framed. Blame it on that string of events you had it in your head that you should take this. Oh, what a pity now that you're ready. All of their backs have turned on you. Oh, what a pity now. It's anyone's guess how you will end up. Oh, it's okay. Don't have to explain. All your pain is gonna dissipate. Now you're free. There's nothing more to say. So take your leave. I won't stand in your way. All right, that was Beige and Gold. I would like to say thank you to Amy from I Hear Django and Sounds Australia for organising me to be part of this Folk Unlocked showcase. There's some pretty amazing artists as part of the lineup, so yeah, I'm really happy to be part of this. The next song I'm going to play for you, I woke up one morning and I picked up my guitar and it just fell out. This song just fell out, which is my favourite way to write a song. And it's called All I Can See. See from here is all that I need to know. I'm not a timekeeper here on the quick side of slow. I waited as long as I could. Maybe afraid I was sorely mistaken, but oh, I knew it could be so good. Ooh. Yeah, yeah. Didn't it feel a little shaky when you were in that room? You thought the earth was quaking, some kind of deep down doom. I waited for you to come round, hunching your shoulders, a storm in your aura. But oh, I held you down to your very last word. Ooh. long as I could. Maybe afraid I was sorely mistaken, but oh, I knew it could be so good. How's everybody doing? Hope you've all been coping okay since this pandemic struck. It's been a tricky time, that's for sure. But thank goodness for music, eh? I've spent a lot of lockdown listening to new music and discovering, a bunch of amazing new artists, and it's really kept me going, I think. This next song is called Ariel's Sister, and it's also going to be on the record that I'm putting out later this year, which I haven't decided on the name of the album yet. That's always the last piece of the puzzle for me, so yeah. But this song is called Ariel's Sister. No call today from my Ariel sister. I'm just a regular Joe. All of the chords that were ringing sympathetic turned down low. Where is the feeling that the undertow will get me? Maybe I'm full to the brim. Dreamers in the valley draw a cloud of consolation, and I breathe it in. I would contrive lightning if I could. If I could. Lately I've been waiting on my friendly apparitions longer than I would like. Why do they vanish when my fingers close around them out of sight? I never wanted to be anybody's sunbeam. Lay me back down in the dirt. Tell me all your troubles and I'll sing them to the slaters. Make me hurt. Waiting in dry eyes wide open. Oh, open. Oh, open. Oh, myself to life. There's no comfort in the silence. Finally a shadow from the wings is all revealing. One cuckoo she did fly. Alchemy will come to me when all the hay is burning. Make me right. Okay, I'm going to do one more song, but I need my other guitar for it. This song, the last song I'm going to play for you today, is the title track off my album Inside the Still Life, and it's just called Still Life. A quick drink. I burst in through the door. It takes two before I begin to feel something. I wonder when I lost the will, or the power and ability to just be still. Am I getting better? Am I getting bitter? Am I getting better? Am I getting bitter? Yeah, yeah. Now I lie back like I used to all the time. Ears underneath, eyes are on the waterline. Here in the house, from beneath the hardwood floor, I'm inside the still life, honey. I'm inside the walls. Oh. It's a kind of trick that I learned to play upon myself, so I don't have to think, and it helps me to shape how I feel about the things that I find hard to take. Am I getting better? Am I getting bitter? Am I getting better? Am I getting bitter? Yeah, yeah. Now I lie back like I used to all the time. Ears underneath, eyes are on the waterline. Here in the house, from beneath the hardwood floor, I'm inside the still life, honey. I'm inside the walls. Oh. Oh, yeah. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. I'm Coda Chroma, and I really look forward to seeing you sometime soon in your town, your city, your region of the world. Until then, take care, stay safe, see ya.
Hi everyone, my name's Lucy Wise and I'm really excited to be here playing you a few songs. Before I begin, I want to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land where I am at the moment, the Dja Dja Wurrung people. I wish to pay my respects to their elders, past, present and emerging. I'm going to start with a song that tells the love story between two extraordinary women in my life. This is called All the Streets. We're making a map of all the places that we've been. Long before I knew you and you knew me, we could have brushed by one another in this scene so many times before. Then one night in the light of the dance hall stage, the art you made put a giggle on my face. I wanna hold your hand in the street, in all the streets. I wanna hold your hand in the street. I wanna hold your hand in the street, in all the streets. I wanna hold your hand in the street. From over the seas we shared a story every day, and every phone call made you seem less far away. We didn't know it, but we knew this was a thing that we could hold on to. Just as Melbourne winter was settling in, the Tuscan sun was so warm on my skin. I wanna hold your hand in the street, in all the streets. I wanna hold your hand in the street. I wanna hold your hand in the street, in all the streets. I wanna hold your hand in the street. couple of years ago, my partner's family lost an incredible human being. Her name was Jem, and I wrote this song for her. This is called Where Did You Go? I don't know the rules to games, but I remember how I learned your name. I looked for ways to make it right, till I knew it just as well as mine, knew it just as well as mine. You knew all the words to songs that could show you where your heart belonged. You knew there was no part to play, so you threw yourself at every day, threw yourself at every day. Where did you go? Where'd you go? Where did you go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? You traveled the world around to see what questions could be found, and you wanted to save it all, so you spoke your heart and stood up tall, spoke your heart and stood up tall. Where did you go? Where'd you go? Where did you go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? I don't know the rules to games, but nothing's ever gonna be the same. We're holding flowers, now you go, and in our hearts you'll carry on, in our hearts you'll carry on. Thank you. So I'm going to play you a song on this Appalachian dulcimer here. And like all the instruments that I'm playing today, this was made by my dad, Scott Wise, who's an instrument maker based in Western Australia. And this song is about walking along the Mary Creek in Coburg in Melbourne, where I lived for quite a while. And it's about listening out to the sounds of the birds. It's called Walking Out. Walking out on a Tuesday morning to hear the sound of a new day dawning. Walking out on a Tuesday morning to hear the sound of the birds. I feel my feet getting into the rhythm of all the good times life but not of living, to hear the sound of the birds. A magpie warbles like a burbling stream, and little wrens chase their way across the scene. So new yet familiar is this shade of green, the shade of green. Walking out on a Wednesday morning, I thought I heard an echo calling. Walking out on a Wednesday morn to hear the sound of the A magpie warbles like a burbling stream, and little wrens chase their way across the scene. So new yet familiar is this shade of green, the shade of green. Walking out on a Thursday morning to hear the sound of a new rain falling. Walking out on a Thursday morn to hear the sound of the birds. Walking out on a winter morning to hear the sound of the birds. Thank you. So I've come to my last song of my set. I'm going to play it for you on this little ukulele. And for a while I've done lots of different jobs to go alongside my music, and one of them was working in a jeans shop in Melbourne, very famous hipster establishment called De Jour Jeans. And it was a really fascinating job, and fitting people up for jeans, you kind of hear all the interesting things people believe about their bodies. So I wrote this song about all the things we tell ourselves about ourselves. This is called Broken and Beautiful, and I want to say a huge thank you to Amy Laidlaw for having me on the First Timers Showcase, and to Folk Alliance International for hosting this wonderful online conference this year. And I hope to see you all in real life soon. Thank you for tuning in, and stay well. Here we go. You tell me you talk too much, but I don't reckon that you do. Not like the characters in kids' cartoons. I like to hear of your adventures. You tell me you're heavier than you were last year. And when I look, your eyes are full of tears. You say your body is a prison. The lady on the billboard seems to have it all, but we all know that she is pinned against the wall, broken and beautiful. the crazy colours. The lady on the billboard seems to have it all, but we all know that she is pinned against the wall. The big guys all are trading on our broken souls, broken and beautiful, broken and beautiful. Thanks, everyone. See you soon.
Hello everyone, my name is Xani and I am performing here on Wurundjeri land belonging to the Kulin Nation, and I want to pay my respect to elders past, present and emerging. I'm here in Melbourne, Australia, and this is my first Folk Alliance. Hope you're all enjoying your Folk Unlocked. I want to say a big thank you to Amy from I Hear Django for inviting me to showcase today. So I hope you're having a good one. I'm going to kick off with this song of mine called Step Slide. And so no matter if you are on a lockdown or if you're being let out anywhere around the world due to COVID-19, everything is going to get better step by step. So here is Step Slide.
Slide,
Thank you very much. A song called Step Slide. Now, even though we are not together in the same room, I can feel your presence. And I was actually thinking about this the other day. What is music for? What do I do it for? Why? And I think I do it because I like to find connections. So I like to have connections with my audience, and I like to create connections between my audience. So I hope wherever you are, you feel the connection. I'm sending it out to you. I'm going to go on to another song of mine, a bit more rocky. This one, it's called Sun and Rain. Thank you very much. That was a song called Sun and Rain, which is off my new album that I released last year, which is called From the Bottom of the Well. So I have one more song left for you today, so thank you so much for tuning in and hope you're enjoying your Folk Unlocked. I have got lots of things coming up, including some live streams over the next year and some live shows. We're actually going to be going back to some live shows here in Melbourne, Australia, which is very exciting. And I'll be working on another release later in the year to come out next year. So thank you so much for tuning in. I'm going to finish with an instrumental of mine. I love to perform a mixture of vocal tunes and instrumentals. So I'm going to finish with this, which I put out on vinyl a couple of years ago, and it's called Sun White.
darkest night, highway running down, my head fights, talking to God, prairie rain, lightning fills the sky, hotel gave our room away, so we're driving tonight. Something small will save me. Something small will save me. 3 lost in 3 years. I never knew I had so many tears to give. Carry on when life feels like a droning, drowning hum. Something small will save me. Something small will save me. Mostly I'm angry, but anger's just a mask. I know I'm afraid of everything I ask. Something small will save me. Something small, something small.
This is another song with a Canada link. I was meant to be supporting the weather station at Tamara Lindemann, who's I think from Ontario, and she was coming to New Zealand, and she's a songwriter I really admire, and I was very excited for the show. But someone didn't get her visa sorted, so she didn't get into the country. And I went into this bar and played the show anyway with the other opening act. Turns out most people had bought tickets to come see her because not many people turned up. But it was just one of those terrible gigs where people are just drunk and kind of, they don't really care what's going on. People were kind of wandering in and out of the room and talking, and I'd played and I was sitting there watching this other songwriter play, and I just thought, it's so sad when this happens. People don't know what they're missing if they'd paid attention. And I think we both walked away with about $20 after we paid the sound man, and probably will never do that again. Here we go. Well, the song man is playing his piano, honest, tender, offering his heart to strangers in the night. In a red-lit room he's gathered a congregation, an oscillating fan like a halo hangs above his reverend head. Well, some will leave tonight with wonder in their eyes, and some will leave this place just as they arrived in the red-lit room. Shoulders bumping drunken slurs, feet are going out and coming in again. But the song man keeps on singing, even though it feels like no one's listening. Well, some will leave tonight with wonder in their eyes, and some will leave this place just as they arrived in the red-lit room. I am quiet, I am hearing you, I know how it feels to stand naked in the lamplight, to be earnest and unrewarded, getting dressed in dirty bathrooms and working until dawn, driving miles and miles and miles to wind up surrounded all alone. And when you hit the last crescendo, a drink falls on the floor, smoke rises from a woman in silver sparkling shorts. What do you think, Chris?
Very evocative. I felt like I was there.
Oh, thank you.
And the mysterious silver shorts.
Yeah. And you thought smoking was illegal inside in New Zealand?
I did.
Maybe not everywhere. All right. This is an older one called Love Together. I sit on the misty mountain, look down into endless green. The trees are whispering, oh, they say to me, don't leave. This is where you're meant to be, oh. I got you right here, baby, you got me. We got love together, and that is what we really need. Yeah, love is what we need, oh. Left it all behind, and what we brought along was a pair of shoes, some traveling blues, 4 wheels and 3 guitars. Well, we packed our bags and hit the road, no plans for a destination, we're vagabonds, fast approaching is a storm. I got you right here, baby, you got me. We got love together, and that is what we really need. Oh, I've got you right here, baby, you got me. We got love together, and that is what we really need. Well, I've got no credentials, I've got no ID. I don't have a home and I sure don't have no money. But they say if you got love, then you got everything. Well, baby, I believe them. People will talk, you know, I hear them say, what's she doing? She's too young. Married at 20, oh, give or take. But I do know how to love. Oh, isn't that enough? Well, it seems to work for us. I got you right here, baby, you got me. We got love together, oh, that is what we really need. I got no credentials, no, I got no ID. I don't have a home, no, and I sure don't have no money. But we got love together. We got love together, yeah, yeah, yeah. We got love together. We got love together. Well, one day we'll have our own home, wooden, small and warm, and we can grow our food on the wild lawn. And on the lawn of wild children, they look like us. We'll teach them a little, but mostly they'll teach us. We'll teach them a little, but mostly they'll teach us. Well, thank you for tuning in. I've got one more song for you called Slow Train Creek. This song won the Country Song of the Year in New Zealand 2019. And I wrote it in the Rockies of Colorado while touring in the States. Hopefully I'll get to come back to North America one day. Doesn't seem like that's ever going to happen right now, but it will. It's gonna be okay, everybody. Up in the mountain glen, where the creek rolls by like a slow train, with nowhere to be. The leaves on the aspens dance, weightless and free, like nobody's watching, nobody but me. All is not well in this world we're living in. But it all seems so right up here in the mountain glen. Oh, let me forget my sorrow, if only for a day, like I got nowhere to be. I wanna sing out what I've been holding down, like nobody's watching me, nobody but you, nobody but you. mountain glen. All is not well in this world we're living in. Ooh, oh, but everything's alright up here in the mountain. Oh, well, I'm sitting on the porch writing this song, and I got nowhere to be. And Ramona's dancing, she's dancing next to me, like nobody's watching, nobody but me. Ooh, well, a child so free. There is peace in the slow train creak, and the aspens fluttering. Oh, there is peace in the evening light, and in good company. Ooh, so much peace in a child's face when she knows she's safe and free. Ooh, I used to know that peace, but it left me to serve another woman. Now I wait. Return to me.
Sugar and white man, flour and stolen, children and mothers crying all night. Before the Bible, there was a dreaming, still keeps me believing. Begging for food, begging for land, begging for something we already had. Build me a castle out of leftover things on the edge of the city. Just try to leave. Sugar and white men, flower and stolen, children and mothers crying all night. Before the Bible, there was a dreaming, still keeps me believing. I lost my family, my memory drowned in faith and in courage. I hammered it down, I'll sew it together out of pieces of fire on this trail worn with sorrow. Sugar and white men, flower and stolen, children and mothers crying all night. Before the Bible, there was a dreaming, still keeps me believing. In my culture, children are laughing, people are dancing into the night. We read the footprints, we read the stars, we know exactly sugar and white men, flower and stolen, children and mothers crying all night. Before the Bible, there was a dreaming, still keeps me believing. Want my language to sing to my child. I want my story to teach her at night. I want my sisters to hold my hand. We'll love one another, stand. Sugar and white men, flower and stolen, children and mothers crying all night. Before the Bible, there was a dreaming, still keeps me believing. Emu in the sky.
I love that song, though. So, I grew up in Ceduna in South Australia, in a very remote town called Ceduna. I don't know where you are in the world watching this, but if you look it up on a map, Ceduna, even though there's only a population of 3,000 people, it's on all the maps because there's not much else out there, so there's just a lot of room for font. I think the next biggest town is like 500 k's away, and as a teenager, friends of mine, would
pile into a car and drive 5 hours to Port Augusta to get KFC. It's like a big deal when you're in Ceduna. Yeah. This one's called Seasons. Okay. Too deep.
She met him on the highway. She was working at the roadhouse. He shook his head and said, "What is this place?" She said, "Come on then, I'll show you." And they camped out in the ranges, a single swag beneath the Milky Way. There is life here in the desert. It's a sure thing that I know, but you need to carry water when you go. If you can stand the summer and if the rain falls in the winter, if you hold your ground when the hot northerly blows, when the seabirds land at Lake Eyre, there will be another good year. You see the beauty that the seasons hold. If you call this place home, they got some acres out past Kimber, sowed some grain and bought some sheep in, had 2 kids, waited for the rain. She played darts in town on Thursday, and there was footy on the weekend. They joined the Ambos GCWA. There's a life here in the desert for us to build a home. All we need's a little water and it'll grow. If you can stand the summer and if the rain falls in the winter, if you hold your ground when the hot northerly blows, when the seabirds land at Lake Eyre, there will be another good year. You see the beauty that the seasons hold. If you call this place home.
I was daydreaming about Lake Eyre.
It's nothing like the sunrise and the air here in the mornings. She took a job in town to help with the loan. And on Friday they're going over to the churchyard with the pastor to send another good man off to God. There is life here in the desert. It's a fragile thing we hold. God, we need a little water for the road. If you can stand the summer and if the rain falls in the winter, if you hold your ground when the hot northerly blows, when the seabirds land at Lake Eyre, there will be another good year. See the beauty that the seasons hold. If you call this place home, I call this place home.
Yeah, it's really interesting playing to an international community. It made me think about Lake Eyre, and which is an inland salt lake, basically. Most of the time it's empty and there's no water in it, but occasionally when the big rains come it fills up, and all these rivers from all over the place feed into it, and this white salt pan becomes an inland ocean, and it's actually below sea level, which is really fascinating too. There you go.
Beautiful. I think that's the most trucks that have come through Candelo in a while. Sounds like they were big trucks too. We're in a very small town here in southern New South Wales in Australia, a town with a population of, well, it's either 400 or 500 or somewhere in the middle.
Maybe 300.
Maybe even 300.
3. Yeah, we got one daughter
ruler over there says 300 anyway. That's because I told her it heaps of times. This is our last song. Yep. We're the New Graces, if you've just popped in. Our record and our music is on thenewgraces.com. Thanks to django for having us on the showcase. And thanks to Folk Alliance for having us showcase as well. And it's lovely watching all of the workshops and talking to people, even if it's online. And we'll see you in the real world, hopefully soonish. Soon? Yeah. This is called Take a Look at My Light. Okay. 2, 3, 4.
Hi, my name's Georgia Delves. This is Patrick Wilson here. We're from a band called Georgia State Line here in Melbourne. And before we start, we'd like to pay our respects to the Wurundjeri country, which we're filming on today, and acknowledge the elders past, present and emerging. Thanks so much for watching our showcase. We're going to start off with a song called Nothing Stays the Same.
I can fall back into your arms. Yeah, nothing hurts quite like you leaving. Thought my mind was all made up. Spend my year just waiting for the penny just to drop, and I know I should answer the call when freedom comes a-calling. Thought my mind was all made.
All right, this song's called Here's Hoping. It's about how women are not therapy centres for men. Right.
All I wanted was somebody to hold, somebody to call my own. But all I got was someone who didn't care. If I break my back worrying about the little details, if I waste my time trying to make everything alright, won't be long now till I'm home. 45 now till I'm back in my mother's arms. I'll tell her how I haven't been a good friend to myself, that it's not my fault the world goes round, depending on women to get all they've got except the bad men and men. From the space that you occupy, you ain't seen life from the other side. Here's hoping you find out the hardest way. No one's waiting on you to get back up. Everybody's got something they like to say, when all I can do is bend and break. It's easier for you if I sit with the pain, but let you take the
impressed by you since I met you that night. But darling, I know sometimes it rains, but there's always a rainbow. Darling, I know sometimes it rains, but there's always a rainbow. Darling, I know sometimes it rains, but there's always a rainbow. Darling, I know sometimes it rains, but there's always a rainbow.
Thank you so much for joining us for this showcase. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Georgia State Line, and we're going to leave you with a song called In Colour, which will be the title track off the album out later this year. Thank you.
Listen, hum of the radio, I hear a voice singing out. Ain't it good to know when to leave and know when to stick around? We pulled into northern beaches to get a blanket sleep. I buckled down beside you, I was afraid to leave. There's nothing freer than living like we do. Thrown into the wind, Cadillac, both things. But it's not always roses, it seems. I like the man on the TV promised it'd be. When it rains, it pours. When you think's the end, well, honey, you ain't seen it yet. When you think all hope is been lost, well, I'll do my best to keep you on the earth. Well, crystal skies, oceans clear. Well, I see it in color since I've started loving you, my dear. Shadows of the evening that roll right out of town. Hit the road one last time before the sun goes down. It's better this way, staying in one place, and everything may all go wrong. Every silver lining.
Hey, welcome to my part of this showcase for I Hear Django. I'm going to start with a song called Daylight Saving. This is a song about long distance love and being away from home and trying to connect with people back home over the phone and it just feeling all horribly wrong. Keep having dreams where I have cheated. Wake up feeling sore and sad. I guess I'm scared I will fuck up the best thing I ever had. Distance makes the heart grow fond, but messes up my head. Messes up my head. Don't turn your clocks back, babe. Don't put another hour between us. I don't call 'cause I'm afraid. What I say when I don't mean it, I don't mean it, I don't mean it, I don't mean it. Could we take that extra hour, save it up for when we meet, spend it on a day together, swimming nude in Cooper's Creek? There's nothing stopping us from taking all the time we need. There's nothing stopping us. Don't turn your clocks back, babe. Don't put another hour between us. I don't call 'cause I'm afraid of what I say when I don't mean it. I don't mean it. I don't mean it. I don't mean it. Pick up the phone. It's been 7 days and words don't flow, don't flow. I'm tired, it's getting late and I don't know what you're trying to say, and time just ticks away. Hey, don't turn your clocks back, babe. Don't put another hour between us. I don't call 'cause I'm afraid of what I say when I don't mean it. 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 I'm going to play all new songs for you today. These are all songs I've recorded recently and I'm going to be releasing this year on an EP. This next one is called The Excavator. You spent the summer cleaning out your father's house in the basement of your hometown. Gold family bones you were digging down. It's dead quiet in the house now where he raised his sons and daughter. Vines choking up the pipes, there's nothing left except the bricks and mortar. Oh, baby, please come up for it, gotta let it go, go. Lay it all to rest down there. You'll never find what you're looking for. Down on your knees on the basement floor. Oh, oh, baby, please come up for it. Oh, you had to open every dusty box, but found not a sign of his life inside. You only left with his watch that was stolen out of the back of my car that night. You don't really want to talk about it, babe. Well, I tell you that's alright with me. I'll come down and find you in the dark and quiet. Sit by your side and I will help you breathe. Whoa, whoa, baby, please come up for it. Gotta let it go. Lay it all to rest down there. You'll never find what you're looking for. Down on your knees on the basement floor. Whoa, whoa, baby, please come up for it. Please come up for it. Please come up for it. Got a quick guitar change now. So really nice to have you here in my living room. It's not always so jungly in here, but I figured, you know, it's a special occasion, so let's bring out all the plants. I'm coming at you from Melbourne, Australia, where it's summer, obviously. It's pretty hot, actually. I probably shouldn't complain about the heat, though, because a lot of the people I've been talking to around the conference from other parts of the world have been saying what a crazy winter it's been. There's like record snowfalls and coldest winds in years. So it's not so bad here, I guess. I did go to the beach and have a swim yesterday. I should stop, I don't want to make you jealous. Well, maybe just a little bit jealous. Here's a song called A Human Condition. Old friend, what's up with you? Your eyes a darker shade of blue. Your skin is thin, I see the veins right through. Good God, you're standing there in last night's clothes, no underwear. Your fingers bleed from picking at the skin. You say there's nothing good and nothing bad. There's just what you take and what you're given. Oh, you say, so what if I'm feeling sad? This loneliness is just a part of living. And oh, the lonely people, where do they come from? You know the song. Do you know the answer yet? You've got nowhere to go, and each day is a private show. You don't know your neighbours, your friends are on the internet. You say there's nothing good and nothing bad. There's just what you take and what you're given. Oh, you say, so what if I'm feeling sad? This loneliness is just a part of living. Such a long time, 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 such a long time. Still nobody comes. Such a small world, 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 such a small world. And I can't find no one. You say there's nothing good and nothing bad. There's just what you take and what you're given. Oh, you say, so what if I'm feeling sad? This loneliness just a part of living. Oh, you say, don't you look at me like that. It's the way it is and there's no use of wishing. Oh, you say, yeah, no shit, you're feeling sad. This loneliness is the human condition. This loneliness is just a part of living. Okay, one more song. I'm going to finish up with a love song. You know, there are people who would tell you that it's a really bad idea to get romantically involved with a housemate. I'd have to disagree. And I think this next song will explain why. It's called Wallace Street. That month at Wallace Street, Kathleen and Jimmy both moved out. You came to meet us all, and then you moved into our house. Could barely catch my breath when I sat beside you on the couch. That winter rained like hell, the roof leaked into pots and pans. We stood around the stove to warm our hands. I showed you Vegemite. You showed me the songs of Georges Brassens. But you didn't chase, you didn't run, you just stood quiet. And when my fears dissolved like crumbling walls, you were by my side. That night out in the yard, my mind for once was clear. Blankets on the grass, your body warm and near. I woke to magpie song and your voice beside mine. but you didn't chase, you didn't run, you just stood quiet. And when my fears dissolved like crumbling walls, you were by my side. We had each other hanging by a thread. We had the other's heart, the other's head. We didn't know it yet, but you didn't chase, you didn't run, you just stood quiet. And when my fears dissolved like crumbling walls, you were by my side, you were by my side. Thanks so much for tuning in.